Yo people, what's up? Shadow here, and today we're playing Mad Max. So, I actually picked this game up over the Steam sales for like $6 or something. It looked great. I played a little bit already, but we'll start a new game right here. Because this game looks awesome, I want to play it and I want to show you. And it's just mayhem. Open world car combat mayhem, and I love it. So yeah, first question, do you need to have to watch the Mad Max movies to get this game? I'd say no. You can just play it whatsoever. Also, if you have watched Fury Road and just Fury Road, you will also get this. So it's that kind of universe. It's not necessarily the first three Mad Max movies. It's mainly the Fury Road kind of universe with the crazy cars, the war boys.
Man, one who had lost all.
You know, the design and stuff.
And over, and to this, he had lost his sanity. His was a never-ending journey away from the phantoms of his past. He believed he could silence the cacophony in his mind and find peace beyond a place he called the Plains of Silence. He now had the vehicle, the weapons, the provisions and the fortitude. He only needed the fuel. And here, there was but one place to go for fuel. Gastown.
Listen, my apostles of Apple. You've hunted well. Here's the fox who thought he'd plunder from Scabra Scrotus.
There we go! So yeah, as I said, if you have seen Fury Road... Is it called Fury Road? Mad Max Fury Road, right. Then you will totally get this, and even if you didn't... I mean, it's post-apocalyptic vehicular combat and scavenging, open world. That's how it goes. And I think it looks quite gorgeous, actually. And if you don't hear it from the accent, it plays in Australia. Post-apocalyptic Australia.
This setback would not stop him. He would have his peace, even if it meant another war. And war was coming, because he had created a mortal enemy.
It's kind of weird because you kill your nemesis, so to speak, in like the first second of the game. because that was like the evil overlord. But it's kind of weird, so we'll see. Here we go. The Feral Man. So, let's just do these story missions real quick. So, sometimes you're on your foot, you know, walking through stuff. Most of the time you will be driving. But you'll explore these ruins and stuff. And this is one of the important resources of the Wasteland. Water. So there's always these kind of different like water collecting stations. And now we can drink some water, and that will basically restore our health. Does not restore much, but we can store it, keep it on us. So it's like portable health, which is kind of nice. So you should always look that your canteen is filled up to the brim if possible. Our dog just got captured. That's also nice. The dog of the evil guy is basically our friend now.
And so surprised at that, Dinky-D, which I will clean to the bone.
Let me introduce to you, Gollum.
What? No, no.
It ain't for eating.
It's you. Power was alive inside the other gives birth. Start ablaze by godly plug ignite. Revolution about revolution, rejoice. Please, don't kill Chum Bucket. Please. Hey.
Why shouldn't I?
Because I know you.
Chum Bucket.
I spied you in the long lookers. They left you for the blowflies, and they snatched your ride. And now you'll be looking to snatch it back. That's what the prophecy says. You're the driver.
That's right.
And Chum Bucket is your man. I'm your man. Yeah, yes, I am. Do you have a vehicle that can take you to your car? I do, Saint. That's right. She's not running now. Sorry for that. I came here for the parts. You see, I'm a black finger. I can make it work again. And Dinky-D, too, is gonna need an overhaul.
Don't go stray.
No, I won't. I know you'll find me and dismantle me. I know. Chum Bucket's not stupid.
Yep. That's Chum Bucket. We will be hearing from him a lot. Just to clear up some stuff, a black finger, that's basically their word for mechanic. I don't know if that's a Mad Max term or if that is a general known term, but yeah.
Dog's bleeding out.
Oh, I can fix it, but I do my best work in my sanctum.
Push the car.
I need wire to fix my buggy. But then I can show you where they took the black on black.
Where do I find wire?
Up that path. But before you go, grab some grit, Saint. You must be running on fumes.
And the black on black is obviously his cool car, which in... if you watched Fury Road, of course it gets destroyed at the beginning as well. And if you ask yourself, why is the dog called Dinky-D? Because dog food is Dinky-D's. It's like a brand name.
Canned food. Sure beats eating maggot gruel.
I mean, I guess if that's the only like way you ever seen a dog's face is on a can that says Dinky-D, then probably the first time you'll see a dog, you'll say, "Oh, look, it's a Dinky-D." I kind of like this universe, you know. It's very, very interesting what they call things. They have some very interesting names.
Anything for me?
All right, we have some ammo. You're always very low on ammo, so ammo should be used very sparingly, or in certain situations. And here we have an enemy, so we can aim, and boom! There we go. You can also just quick fire, but of course then it's a lot less accurate, so you should try to aim like that. The bad thing about that is you can't move while doing that, so... Alright, let's show you some melee combat, because the melee combat is, I like to call this Assassin's Creed combat. It's basically just swinging at people and countering. I like it because it feels very visceral, it looks very brutal at times. But it's very simplistic. So basically, you just click the right mouse button at the right time and you block. And left mouse button is these fast attacks. You can press the left mouse button for a big attack, and you'll unlock other skills, you know? So you can do like combos and stuff, but yeah. That's basically the gist of the combat. Very simple, very effective. But yeah, of course, if you launch it to attack and don't watch out, you're gonna get hit. And your life is actually not too much at the beginning, so you have to be careful. So we need to pick up some scrap here. Scrap, you can also see there's optional, and if you know me, then you know whenever I go somewhere, I want to find all the optional things. That's because that's just who I am. So here's some optional scrap as well. And there we go, location 100% looted, and now we need to grab the wires as well. Scrap is basically used for everything in the game. You use it to buy certain upgrades for max and certain upgrades for your car. So it's always good to collect scrap. You'll collect ammo, sometimes you'll collect some melee weapons which you can use. Some of them are one-time use, some of them are like they have like durability, so they break after, I don't know, 10 swings or something. So yeah, it's kind of cool. And here's a mystery man.
No, not yet. You are not ready.
Wait.
Reminds me of the oh, in which game was that? Resident Evil, the traitor. What are you buying? It's almost the same accent, right? Alright, let's go back to Jump Bucket. Dinky-D! I like Jump Bucket. Jump Bucket is funny. And creepy.
Oh. Here I heard the bloody sounds of a smackdown. You're not leaking, are you? Tell me you're not. Huh? Praise be! Praise be!
Praise be! Alright, let's grab our dog.
My buggy's just over here. Follow me.
My cats are making noises again. They're very, very excited today for some reason.
This way.
Also, just graphically speaking, I really like it. You see the footprints? It looks so natural how the footprints like sink into the sand. I really like it. I generally like the looks of the game. It looks really yeah, it looks like a wasteland, and not a boring wasteland, because I think Fallout 3 was the worst offender of that. That was a wasteland, but a boring one. Alright, so here we go. That's our first vehicle. It's not very good, and I guess
The sooner I get my car back, the sooner I'll be on my way.
Amen! Huh? May we arrive in time to save your black on black from slaughter. These barbarians love to chop.
I mean, most players will probably want to play this with a controller because it's way easier to control, but I'm like hardcore that way. I play my driving games with keyboard.
We may be able to spot your car.
Alright, let's see if we can spot our black on black.
We can see the camp from up there without risk of detection.
Come on. He's really like our personal little golem.
Look. Yeah, see, this is where the thick-browed squat cut butchers, infidels. Oh, yeah, look there. Scabrous Scrotus is their king. Yeah, he's a big boss man from the gas tower, you see. Scrotus always keeps the best parts for himself. Yeah, but he's not here now. You see, I don't see the Land Rover.
I'm getting my car back.
Wait, please. An idea. It's better for you, and it's better for me. Just listen. Look, your black on black is toast. It's scrap. It's gone. She'll never be whole again. Huh? Now I can build you a car, bring into creation one that's faster and tougher than the black on black ever was. Yeah?
How tough, how fast?
Very fast faster than fear, tougher than an iguana's gonads. Come with me. We mustn't be seen. Huh? I'll take you to the tabernacle, and when you see what I'm gonna show you, you'll be shouting holy all day long.
Yes, there we go. Feral Man. So this is our first story mission. We'll continue a little bit on until we get into our real car. So with one, you can use your binoculars. They're quite useful. Sometimes there's these like predefined points that you can discover. So basically, the binoculars give you some information about certain points on the map, and of course you can also like scout certain things. So if there are enemies, hidden entrances, stuff like that, you know. All right.
Come, Saint. Yes, I have much to show you.
Yes, yes. All right. Let's drive to his white hideout.
You are in the outer graves. Over there is the Great White.
An ancient seabed.
I'm not sure. No, but we are at the bottom. It doesn't get any lower than this.
So yeah, he has his base in like a sunken tanker, which is kind of badass in my opinion. But it looks really cool. I generally dig the aesthetics of this universe. The scrapped together and like the junk parts stick together like that. I just love that shit. All
When
right.
you're ready, Saint, my holy hideout awaits.
All right. So it's just gonna follow him right away because there's not much else we want to do right now.
Come and see. Huh? Come and see, your Saint. Huh? The dream, the hallucination become truth. The angel made steel. By the fire that moves the piston, by the tranny on all high, by the cam and the U-joint blessed be, there she lies, the Magnum Opus.
Okay.
There she is.
This ain't a car. It's just a mess of parts.
No. She's knowledge from the numinous, divinely inspired. She wills herself upon this world. Look! See, here, divine meets drive shaft and a symbiosis of faith. Modded and made to measure. You want some of that old-time religion, huh? I got a classic whammy turbo high dog, huh? Hell yeah! Bulletproof and torture tested. Statically upgraded with chum bucket overdrive. Coils and springs, shocks and links too.
It's gonna be 8 cylinders, nothing less.
We will get there, yes. First, we have to get her beautificial body.
Show me where it is.
Yes? Come, no time like the present. Come on, Saint. We must go.
I just love John Bucket's like techno babble dialogue. It's so funny to listen to. All right, so we're gonna get a body for this
We
thing.
will liberate her body from a place sad and strange, where the chariots of old went to die. A place I call the graveyard. Are we much?
All right, so here's the map. It's well quite big. So this is the first area we're confined to, basically. So this is like Chum's hideout, and we need to drive over there. But first, let me just show you. There's some little things you can go
in the
to.
dead of night, the buzzard guardians are away on their wild hunt.
And there, in the other maps, there will be a lot more of these scavenging places and other things we can do. So basically, you go to these places by car most of the time. You exit, and here we have some enemies. These are just some random like enemies. You can get the info about them. There's a lot of these. Which I like really much is a lot of these bios and enemy bios and stuff. I really like that you can basically read all of this stuff up. What are your enemies, the vehicles. I really like that it collects all this data for you. So right now we're fighting some scrapper, which are some random chaos dwelling assholes like scavengers. And down he goes. Yeah, there will be some enemies, and then basically you're gonna loot, collect some scrap, and where is the other scrap? There must be some more somewhere. Sometimes you have to look around a little bit. It's not always obvious where the stuff is. Sometimes it displays on the map. Most of the time it won't, so you have to search for it. Oftentimes it will be something you can climb upon, or you know, just have to be a bit crafty to find this thing. Ah, there we go. Location looted! I just like to loot things, so this game is just ripe for me. Alright, let's get into our car. And you see the jump bucket is on the back there. And basically, you can drive a lot of different cars in this game. But most of the time you probably will use the Magnum Opus. And with the Magnum Opus, jump bucket will be on your back. And he can do several things from there. You will acquire some different gear for him to use. For example, a harpoon he can use. Also, he can repair your car. Not while you're driving, obviously, because that's dangerous, but he can repair your car. So yeah, let's drive to the graveyard and get ourselves a beautiful body. Fuel low.
On fuel. Unfortunately, with Gastown comes the blessings of gasoline. We should find enough fuel for us to make it to the graveyard.
So yeah, this is also something else that we will search for a lot, is gasoline, fuel. And basically you'll find it in containers, so we'll just hunt, go to one of these locations here.
Over there, fuel cans!
Let's see if we are in luck. Sometimes they will be lying around, and sometimes there will be a lot of fuel, sometimes there will just be a tiny little bit of fuel. So you always just have to manage and, well, micromanage, essentially. I think this one is empty, if I remember correctly.
Empty.
Yep. So we have to go to the other location.
Whoever was here is long gone now, along with anything of use.
There's fuel all around. Keep your eyes peeled. Ooh, a big steel gift box. What prizes do you hold?
Metal boxes! So yeah, we're running out of fuel.
She's out of gas.
So yeah, using your gun in melee combat is not the smartest move, as you just have seen, maybe. But yeah, the combat gets a bit more complex later on, because there are also attacks you cannot block. So what you can do then is dodge out of the way. And sometimes you will have to mash buttons, you know, somebody will grab you, and then you have to mash to get out of his hold. And the combat gets slightly more complex, but, you know, with blocking and countering, you will get very far in this game. Alright, we looted that one. Let's get the fuel can. And let's refuel.
All the way to the brim.
Glub, 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 glub. Fill it all up. Perfect.
Praises, she's full. But let's bring an extra for refueling.
So yeah, we'll grab an extra right here. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Oh yeah, I need to go. Where do I need to go? Store fuel can. Yes, that's what I want. Oh, did I grab the anti-cam? Ah! No, wait. Enter vehicle? I know that you need to go to the back and put it in. Why is it not working right now? maybe I'm like in the wrong location. Let me back up a little bit here. Maybe now it's working. So yeah, jump bucket will always stay with your vehicle. Ah, there we go. Yeah, I was in a weird position probably.
Let us make haste before the nightly hunters return to their lair.
The nightly hunters. These are also, I think they, in Fury Roads, they made an appearance. The buzzards, that were the ones with the spiky cars. These weird freaks. So yeah, there's a lot of things you will recognize from Fury Road, of course. The War Boys and all that stuff. So yeah, I think it's a nice game if you play, if you watch the movies. But again, I think even if you didn't, you can have fun with this. Oh yeah, let me just show you real quick. He
Hurry up and fix the car.
He can repair the car. So you'll basically just need to hold still, and he'll fix your car. Easy peasy. There you go.
Nobody around. Their gate unguarded. The gasoline, Saint. Huh? One blast should split it wide open.
So yeah, there will be some gates that will block your path. And you could already see there, it's ramming restricted, which means you cannot ram through this gate. There are also other gates that are restricted in other ways, so some can only be rammed open, some can only be, I don't know, blown up with gasoline, like this one. And with gasoline tanks, you can ignite these things, and then set them or throw them to where you need them, and blow the stuff up.
Exaltations! She's cracked open.
Alright, let's go.
Wardens of displaced murder on sight.
Alright, this is a weird part, because it's very, very little space to navigate.
Their tetanus catacomb don't like strangers.
Oh yeah, you see these things there?
No! Dangling man killers everywhere. Tread careful.
Dangly man killers. Sometimes I wish we would name things today like that. Dangly man killers. So they're basically explosive strapped flails.
More traps ahead.
So don't drive into these, they will explode. It's pretty nasty, don't do it. The dangly man killers. So yeah, there's a lot of those. Oh, but that was not smart. I cannot drive. Actually, they explode even after a short while sometimes. It's weird. Alright. So yeah, you can see, they like spikes for some reason. Oh god. Oops. Yeah. Car is like half dead right now. There we go. That's where we wanted to go. Here we have a convenient selection of car bodies.
Prize right for the taking. Go quickly. Only way to get up there is through those cave tunnels.
Alright then, let's go to the cave tunnels.
Get the car in place down here. I'll lower the body onto it.
That was a buzzard, by the way, these red glowy creatures. They're quite creepy. And they also possess shanks, knives, with which they will attack you. They're like undodgeable, unblockable attacks.
Maybe I could zip down this.
Yes, you can, indeed. Whee! More of them.
Flashlight.
Yep, there's a flashlight as well, which is nice.
Still works too.
Yeah, you can see more of them. We'll fight them eventually. Right now they're just watching us. These creeps. Alright, here we have some water. Again, for filling up our health later on if we need it. There we go.
Yes! There you are, Shank! And you got the whole world up there in your hand. You got a choice to make. Which one?
That was a nice song reference there. You got the whole world in your hands.
Down here so we can escape with our skins.
Yeah, I'll just grab some scrap. We got all the scraps. And there we go. So, here comes more or less important choice. You choose which car body you want to use. As far as I know, they don't really make a difference in stats. It's just the looks, basically. Right? And as far as I know, you can find them later on, the different car bodies. So, yeah. So we got the Furnace, which looks cool. Shuffleface, awesome name. The Wild Hunt, looks a bit like our old car. The Death Rattle, that looks cool as well. And the Die Roller. I really have to say, I like the Furnace the most. It has this aggressive looking snout. So we'll choose that one, I think. Yeah, let's go with Furnace. Yep, the party has started. So there we go. So these red faces means it's an undodgeable attack and you need to dodge. And then you kick him in the face. And he just dropped his shank there. You can see it on the floor. So let me grab that. This is a one-time use item. Basically, you can knock somebody on the floor. And then you can insta-kill them with the shank. So basically it's a way to get rid of certain enemies very quickly. Especially in later combat situations, you will have different kind of enemies around you. Some more annoying than others. So you will want to have the shank ready to kill that one specific enemy. Right here it doesn't really matter, they're all buzzards. Right. They like throwing Molotovs. Come on. Wow, let's go, let's go. Here we go. I'll try. There we go, car combat. So, you can use your mouse to aim with your shotgun. Later you can also aim with the harpoon and stuff. And you can use the mouse wheel, click the mouse wheel and an A and D to ram these vehicles. So this one you should... Alright, so boom, there we go, fuel tank. Sometimes you can easily kill enemies like that. Sometimes you will ram them a bit more and tussle with them. So it's very different. Depends on the vehicles, really. So let me ram this one. There we go. They're not very stable, these ones, so just ram them out of the way. So yeah, it's loaded with explosions, this game. I like it. And if you aim, it goes into this like slow-mo mode, which is very cool. You can pull off some extremely epic-looking stunts sometimes. Right, here we go. Woo! And we escaped with our Magnum Opus.
Oh, praise me! We're alive and free of the graveyard. Wait, something's loose. I can fix it now if you stop. Or later, at my sanctum. It's your choice.
It needs repairs now.
There we go. So, here is our Magnum Opus. It looks a bit rusty right now. But that's all things you can upgrade. later on. You can upgrade a lot of things. Actually, I think if I drive back to the Magnum, to the hideout, I can actually show you, if I'm not mistaken. So hurry up, Chum Bucket. Thank you. Yeah, there's nothing else I need to do right now, so let's go to the hideout. And look at what we have done so far with our car. Also, well, I can show you that later with the upgrades. It's not a straight upgrading all the time. It's choices you have to make, and you can switch them out depending on your playstyle and on the mission. So it's very interesting, the upgrade system. I really like it, how they did it. Hey, it's Dinky-D! There we go. So, I think, I'm not quite sure if I can already show you. Garage. No, the garage is locked. I think it's with the next mission, so let me just talk to this guy, because...
Hey, man! Oh, we need parts, scarce as they are. Help me gather all this scrap. Huh? I'll fashion a harpoon.
Yes! He looks lovely, doesn't he? So yeah, we'll grab some scrap. Grab the scrap.
With the harpoon, said, we'll gain entry into many sealed places. Huh? May also prove to be useful in battle.
How so?
We could use it to defeat enemies, rip off doors, even wheels.
Yep, that's correct. Alright.
So, we got all we need?
Just junk and parts.
Ah, yeah, but the jag tip, it's not here. See, it's not here at all. Yeah, it's in my bunk. It's just there for safekeeping. See?
Safekeeping, yes. So we have to gather the jag real quick. There's his buggy as well. That's also a vehicle you'll be able to drive. Ah, yes. Nicely fashioned, jagged tip for a harpoon.
This harpoon will be very useful.
Oh, it is. It is very useful indeed.
Got the jag tip.
Alright. There we go. Welcome to the garage. So, right now we can only upgrade the harpoon, but there's a lot of things you can upgrade. Ramming grills, armor, engine, exhaust, tires, suspension, boost, rims, border spikes, sniper rifles, harpoons, thunderpoon, which I think is one of the greatest words ever, side burners, repair speed, car body, body color, decals, and hood ornaments. So there's also some visual things you can do. But yeah. So there we go. We can build the first harpoon, and all the other things are unlocked by certain things you do. Some things are unlocked by story missions, like the first sniper rifle, for example. Some things are unlocked by doing certain challenges and reaching a certain achievement level of, for example, let's say collect 1,000 scraps. That will unlock something. Destroy 20 enemy cars. That will unlock something. So you have to do different kind of stuff to unlock more things to upgrade, which I really like. So let me get that harpoon. Yes, we also have enough to install a ramming grill. The tussle bar, which is like the weakest of them all. So it increases ramming power and reduces head-on collision damage, but you can also see on the right-hand side it decreases acceleration and it makes handling better. So if you want to have a car that can ram into things, it will not be as nimble, so you always have to think about that. If you need a car that is fast, that can race, don't put on a ramming grill, right? So yeah, there we have our tussle bar. Do we already have a hood ornament? I don't think we do. No, but we'll unlock some later. So these are just like hood ornaments you can put on. They give you a slight bonus of some kind, but mostly they will look cool.
Just stand a chance. She'll need nitrous.
Nitrous!
I know how, but we'll need the parts.
We just get him. It'll be easy with a harpoon.
Yes, but first, Scrotus war boys are out there. And if we don't weaken their numbers, why, it'll mean the end of you, me, and the Magnum Opus.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it. Next time. I think that's a good point to stop. I'll play this game some more. I think I'll just make a series out of this, because I really like this game. As I said, I played a bit already. I know some of the story missions already, but I didn't get too far. So, yeah. I'm really looking forward to this. I hope you do too. So guys, thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Take care.